Hey. Candid, cleaning conversations. Everybody gather round, it's a celebration. That we're still standing. Big up Katrina, she the inspiration. Came up from the bottom, she here with that motivation. Here to teach and inspire, help you aim higher, help you dream bigger, get what you desire. Real recognize, real iron sharp as iron. Let us grow your cleaning business. She ain't playing around, yeah, the queen mean business. So stick around, get down with a podcast. Hold it down, here we go, foot on the gas. Candid, cleaning conversation. Hey, hey, hey.
That's my mindset. All money ain't good money.
How would you say that you go about creating, you know, for us business owners, I know for me, it seems like I'm always, just like you say, you're always trying to find the next step, trying to get, you know, higher. I'm always working on systems, right? So how would you say that you work on your systems? Like, what's your strategy for working on a system?
So it depends on what I'm working on. Right?
Okay.
So when it comes down to like commercial cleanings, like if it's a business, you know, I like to do the in-person walkthrough, right? I like to sit down. I like to talk to them. I like to look at, like, say for instance, if the CEO has a dog or something, first thing, oh, you know, I got a dog too.
There you go.
You know, my dog name is King. You know, he loves something. He's spoiled, okay, but he okay though. You know? So I like building those relationships with that to be able to understand who they are as a person. Because once you understand who they are as a person, you'll be able to understand whether this contract is for you. Because every contract that presents itself ain't always a good one.
Okay, I understand.
That's my mindset. All money ain't good money. But I need to make sure that if I walk in this room, you're gonna know that whether you're gonna do business with me or you're not. This is not my first business. I used to sell Primerica, which is like life insurance and stuff. I'm still a licensed insurance broker, but I don't have time to do that because cleaning is more more apart. And so I know within the first 5 minutes whether I'm gonna do business with you or whether I'm not gonna do business with you. So sometimes on the commercial cleans, you know, I'm talking with them, understanding. Then I ask them, well, how was your last cleaner? You know, what things did you see, you know, that they may have done, didn't do, or, you know, different things like that. And I listen, right, with attentive ear, that I'm looking, because all cleaners ain't bad, because you got some people that just be complaining just to be complaining, you know, but for the most part, I like to know, like, where they are, where they're going, and where they're trying to take their business concerning cleaning. And so then we kind of look through it, review it, give them about a good 24 hours, think about it, talk to my team about it. Now I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and start putting details together. All right, let's go ahead and put those candid, you know, because I have like a candid contract that I use with service agreements and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and put this information in. Then I send them the information like, hey, this is the preliminary. Let me know if you like to do business. But then I also follow up too. Okay. I also do follow up because sometimes in the cleaning industry, people just give out proposals, but they don't ever follow up. They don't ever say, hey, just thinking about you, you know, if there's anything else I could do for you. Or sometimes I ran into issues where we didn't get the contract, but they were like, hey, I got something else bigger that's coming that I want to put you on. Because this is too small. Like, I want to put you in. That's happened before. And so we were able to kind of start moving in those vicinities.
That's good.
But just having that follow-up. Follow-up is always important. If they use my website, right, and they go in to the intake form, put all the information in, and I'm looking at my admin like, let's make sure this ain't a scam because it look kind of funky, you know. Or people will call the business line and be like, hey, I need a quote. No, I'm not giving quotes over the phone, right? Louis Vuitton don't give quotes over the phone.
There you go.
They don't. So with that being said, here's our intake process. Go ahead and do what you got to do, and we'll call you back and have a conversation to set up a consultation, whether it be virtually or in person. And that's what I do. And I like to talk with the people. Then I said, okay, do you have a problem with multiple people in your home? Because some people do. You know, they're like, oh, I want all these people in my home. And I'm like, well, because your house is this and that. And because we have decluttering, so we declutter first, and then we set up the cleaning. So, like, we deal with people that have mental issues, may have ADHD, postpartum depression. Like, we deal with a lot of people that, especially since the pandemic, like, you know, people are just, like, in silos. Like, you got family members dying, or you're taking care of a family member, right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes people don't think they need a cleaner. Then when you start presenting, like, you know what, I do need somebody to clean bathrooms.
I mean,
Like, if you just clean the bathrooms and kitchen for me while I take care of my mom, and I can get it done. You know what I'm saying? And so just being able to find that place within that person's life to be able to meet their needs to solve a problem they're going through.
Right. Okay. But you know what? So that's funny you said you declutter. I wanted to get into that one time. But you know what stopped me?
What's that?
Jesus. I walked into a house and I was like, you know what? I don't even know how to quote this because my people going to be here forever. I don't even know how long it's going to take them. So are you quoting by the hour or is it by the job? You just be like, listen, give me 2 racks. Then I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, so are you just like quoting it a higher number? Or
so what I do, I look at the job, but I also think about the man hour. So I'm like, okay, if I'm paying my employee this amount plus taxes plus supplies, right? Then I'm looking at the square footage of what it has. It's a hazard clean, because I do have a hazard clean that I always tell people. They're like, oh, I said we clean from the White House to the trap house. We coming in there, we cleaning. Like, we don't care, right? We clean trap houses before.
Lord,
if everybody knows what a trap house. But anyhow, from a property management company, they were like, we don't know what to do with it. You know, I had a cleaning company was like, oh, Bettina, I be following you. This ain't us, but this is you. Yeah, we went in. I had 4 people in there.
And y'all cleaned the trap house.
The trap house.
Y'all
they took pictures. The realtor took pictures, had pictures taken, and it posted less than 30 days. It had a contract. So, so I don't turn down no job unless I can price it the way I price it. But I look at the man hours, the supplies. Is it blood? Did somebody die here? What happened?
Yeah.
If you got rats, you're gonna find somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Roaches, we're gonna have to clean with a different kind of, and then everything has to go out. We can't take nothing back with us. Everything got to be thrown away because we ain't gonna be able to do it. When it comes down to it.
Are you doing blood, bio?
Yeah, I have.
Y'all have?
I have. Dealing with people like that have cancer, and they may have chemo, and they're like, something happened in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, we ain't want to do it because it kind of made me,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool, it's good.
That's some good money right there.
This is gonna be the price though. This is gonna be the price. And we coming in there, we're gonna get it done, from the standpoint, because I understand having a father that had cancer. I had cancer back in 2010, ovarian cancer. I understand the process of being sick, being able to recover. And sometimes you don't feel like it, even if you want to, you can't because your body is so weak with that. So just using those personal experiences to say, oh, don't worry about it, I got you, from that standpoint. So when people know that about you and they know that, yes, I'm gonna make money, trust, I'm gonna make it. However, I'm going to make sure I meet your need. So therefore, if you ever have a need, you're going to call me. You ain't going to call nobody else.
I love it. Now, did you have to get certified for that?
I'm supposed to. Look, I'm supposed to.
This is candy.
I'm supposed to, okay? But for the most part, like working as a nursing assistant at one point in time,
okay.
I kind of
you got experience on how to deal with blood pathogens and all that good stuff. Girl, God bless your soul. Because, I got it in our service agreements: blood, boo-boo, roaches, rats. We ran into a snake one time. Yes, my mom found it actually. She was like, "It's a snake in here." And I was like, everybody pack up, let's go. Come on. And that was the day I changed. I swear, everything that happened in my first year of business, I changed my service agreement. Yes. And it just taught me how to scope my service agreement, what we will tolerate and what we don't want to tolerate.
Right.
I don't want to tolerate that.
Right.
Because I'm going to have to outsource it. Then I'm going to have to listen to the contractor complain about boo-boo and blood and all that on the floor. And then they ain't going to want to do it. I ain't going to go out there and do it.
Right.
But it's so cool to hear different cleaning businesses. Because I'm like, people always try to come in and they may try to copy somebody else's flow of their business, but really you just have to run your business the way you want to run it.
That's right.
Because I wouldn't do that, but you doing it and you figuring it out. It's a way. Well, there's a will, there's a way, and that is a problem that you're the solution to that problem. You know, there's a lot of elderly people out there, and people don't want to clean up after their elderly mom or aunt or uncle or whatever. You're the cleaning company to go in there and make their money.
Right.
Okay, so you figured it out.
Right, because even to the place when it come down to them downsizing. See, a lot of people don't talk about when the elderly starts downsizing from a bigger home to a smaller home or to a one-bed apartment or to assisted living home.
Right.
So I had a lady, actually the weekend that my dad passed away, you know, I was working with her, you know, I was like, all right, let's get this guy. We were packing her up and different things like that.
Wow.
But I had a really good crew. So I told him, I said, hey, Daddy, not trying to, you know, and I don't usually share my personal business like that with my team, but certain ones when I know I may not be there, I'm like, hey, this is the game plan. I always give them a game plan, you know, via text message. We're going to do this room, this room, this room, this room, this room, this room. Hey, look, I said, something going on, you know, y'all know how to take care of it. And sure enough, my guys, they took good care of that lady.
Wow.
And she turned around and called me back this year. And she's like, hey, I'm moving into the assisted living home now. Can you help me? Yes, ma'am. I'm coming right on in there. Yep, I'm gonna pack you right on up. Let's go ahead and start sorting these things. Do you want to throw this away?
Wow.
All right, make a decision. You know, if you don't feel like this decision you don't want to make right here, then let's put this over in the pile. Do you want to donate this? All right. And so if you want to donate this, let's go. You want to sell it on Facebook? Okay. You have somebody that can come in and sell it for you. You got a washer and dryer here. You can't take that with you. So having those, like, it's kind of like project management where you're negotiating. Like where
what you want to do.
Yeah, and we were able to get her into that assisted living home. You know, I check on her. I be like, hey, just checking on you, make sure you okay. She was like, baby, I'm good. I'm good. I got friends now. So even to that place, you know, people don't talk about how, you know, especially if you know, all your loved ones have passed away and you don't have someone, you know. So I'm always that person that they can count on to say, okay, all right. She helped me work through it, because sometimes people get so attached to just stuff. You know, they're like, I don't want to let this go. Hey, this is 1975. You know, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but is it going to suit you within the next 6 months? You know, is it going to, you know, unless it's something like a memorabilia or whatever the case may be, but also just having that conversation with them, you know, and not being so forceful, because most hoarders don't like to be called hoarders.
No, they don't.
So you can't come in and say, you a hoarder, you know.
Listen, they don't like that.
Right.
They don't like that.
And so kind of just breaking that stuff down and like, okay, well, let's tackle this side right here. We can do this side right here. Let's get through the kitchen. All right. And, you know, just kind of working that plan from that standpoint. So. Oh,
my goodness. So what differentiates you from the competition? Hey, you know why you may be struggling in your cleaning company right now? It's because you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of losers. I'm sorry. I hate to sound harsh, but it's true. You need to be surrounding yourself with high-level cleaning business owners, okay? Now, I know. You may say, well, where would I find them at? Like, where would I find multi-million-dollar cleaning business owners that I can network with, okay? Well, I may have the solution for you, because Clean Biz Network is doing it again. We have an event coming up February 28th, 2024, okay, all the way until March the 1st. All right, and this is a networking event that you will not want to miss. We have Debbie Zardon. She's going to be speaking on stage, and she always kills it. Along with my boy, Mr. Marquell Russell. He is the king of client attraction. You definitely want to stay to hear everything that he has to say. We also have Mr. Eric Coffey. He's going to be hitting the stage talking about government contracts for anybody that's interested in government contracts. You can network with him. Also, we got Carolyn hitting the stage, the cleaning business mentor. We have Raylan from the Hustle Network hitting the stage, along with DJ The Boss and a host of other speakers that's going to be there for you to network with. I mean, this is a networking event, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. It's hosted all by your girl, Miss Johnson from Tenacity Academy, and it's founded by AJ Simmons, the owner of Clean Biz Network. All right, so we will all be there, and you can network with me and all of my cleaning business buddies. All right, all of your favorite influencers, I guarantee you, will be in the building for you to just sit there, network, and ask them all the questions that you want to ask, get their phone numbers, and really build relationships. That's what this thing is all about, okay? Because your network is directly connected to your net worth. I'll see you guys in Vegas. Get your tickets today. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't wait until February to start booking your tickets. Get your tickets right now. I'll see you in Vegas.
Because I don't turn nothing down. Okay. I don't turn nothing down. I would negotiate and do what I have to do unless it's too low, and I'm like, all right, cool, for the most part. Yeah. But also adding that decluttering factor. Yeah. Because I get a lot of pings off of Google There are people like, I hear that you do decluttering. Can you come and look, see what I got? My husband, he got this big old garage and he got all this stuff in here. We got to figure this out, So I look at different systems that fit their lifestyle, right? A lot of times people get on Pinterest and they're like, oh, I want this, but does that fit your lifestyle? Especially if you got a lot of kids, right?
Right.
Kids love snacks. Why would you sit up here and be putting this snack here, this snack here? No, dump that in a pan, little basket.
Yeah.
Put it in the pantry so when they go in, they pick their snack, they close it. But it's a centralized location.
Right.
And I think sometimes people get so caught up in Pinterest. Nothing wrong with Pinterest. I love Pinterest, however. Yeah. But I like to look at where the person is. If it's a busy family, you got 2 kids in sports, they running all over the place. They ain't got time to be lining their shoes up. Right? So if you get a basket, this is where your sports shoes go, this is where your dress shoes go.
Right.
At the end of the week, everybody take that upstairs, do what you got to do, and implement that. We also implemented laundry services during COVID because parents were working at home, working for the child, basically, the online school thing, right?
Yeah.
Then trying to cook. Then trying to get them into a place. So we had started doing laundry services. We're like, hey, just drop your laundry off. These are the bags right here. Drop them off. This is how much we're going to charge you. We wash them, fold them, sanitize them, send them back on your front door.
This girl is getting to the money. You hear me? Damn.
They be like, thank you, Miss B. I appreciate it. From the standpoint. Like, I don't miss nothing. Like, if I can get it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to Google. I'm going to read because I'm a reader. I read a lot. I listen to you guys. Like, I'm always like, how can I maneuver this? When it comes down to that. So laundry service, never thought I'd be doing laundry, right? But it was a need when I came in the house. I kept seeing piles of clothes everywhere. Piles of clothes. They had a wash and dry. I was like, yeah, I need somebody to do your washing. That would be great. Okay, I went to Target. Okay. This is for the girl. This is for the boy. This is for the husband. This is for your clothes. Just put them in there. Make sure they're already separated. Right. Wow. So they go in. Look. Oh, okay. Boom, 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 boom.
That's what's up.
And wash. Send that invoice. They pay for it. Drop it off.
It's a need, child. Because now that I'm thinking, I would pay for that. I'm not even gonna lie. I would definitely pay somebody to come in my house and do that. Yes. There's definitely a need for that. I didn't even think about that. But you are all in there. You got your hands in everything. So that's what differentiates you from the competition of the clients. What would you say is the reason why the employees choose you and don't choose another cleaning company?
Because I pay them good.
Okay.
I pay them good.
Okay.
Like because I've been on the other side, like I was talking about earlier, making $5.15 an hour, right?
Right.
Then they talking to you any kind of way. They, oh no, you this and that and the third, this, talking down to people.
Right.
Even if they got a business idea, because my 2 ladies that are in high school, they have business ideas, right? Yeah. So I start working with them, like, okay, let's get this on paper, because if it ain't on paper, it ain't a vision. If you don't write the vision, you got to make it plain. So let's go ahead and do what we got to do, because guess what? I don't want you to be in your late 30s starting a business. Let's go ahead and do it now. If braiding hair is your thing, okay. All right, how can you get your certification, right? Trying to find out those industries. And because I talk to a lot of people, I'm like, hey, I got somebody, they cleaning on the side, they cleaning for me. But their dream is to do this and that and the third. Can you talk to them? Can you mentor them? Can you show them what needs to be done? Or give me the information. Let's set up a conference call. You know what I'm saying? Kind of making that person personable, making it a little bit more personal. Like I don't expect you to be a cleaner, for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you got a dream, you got a goal, and I got the resource to it, I'm gonna put you in front of that person.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna have a conversation with you.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm not intimidated of their dreams, and a lot of times people get intimidated of people trying to grow.
Right.
And it's like if they growing, you put the seed, but if somebody water it, it's just like you got to clean the business, or you got a hairstyle because you put that seed in there. I'm always motivating. I'm always talking. I'm always encouraging. I'm always, you look good today. You're going to look good. You're going to be good. Guess what? This ain't going to last forever, right? You just doing this for a season. But when that season change, I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader. And so that's how I am, because I'm not intimidated. Money always come to me. Money always stays with me. So regardless if you're here or you're not, money always can come to me, because that's what I speak. That's what I believe. So with that being said, I'm not going to shortchange you because you got another goal, you got another dream. Because I asked them, I'm like, what's your goal? Like, what you see yourself doing in the next 30 days?
Mm-hmm.
What you see yourself doing in the next 60 days? Like, let's start small. Let's not do 5.
Right.
Let's do 30 days.
Right.
What you plan on doing? Okay, you say hair is your thing. Okay, have you researched it for competition?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what they charging?
There you go.
You know, do you understand about commission? Right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I told one of my cleaners, she was cleaning and she started braiding hair. She was working for somebody and she was doing commission. I was like, if you don't mind me asking, what's commission? She told me that. I was like, I said, I know this sounds like $250. So you, whatever certification you need to get, let's cut the competition.
Right.
Simple. Period.
Right.
I said, if I don't pay you that, if I don't even pay you that, you can't accept that from nobody else.
Mm.
Because you know your worth.
Right.
If I don't pay you that,
Mm-hmm.
you don't say that. No. I said that little $40, that's for some broke person.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't for you. That is not that. No. You know, so my young people,
Yeah.
I always, and even whoever comes in my life, whatever, I'm always encouraging them.
Right.
I'm like, don't settle for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do what you got to do to get your experience. I understand that, because sometimes
Right.
you have to sacrifice experience for pay. But at the same time, when you're doing all the work you putting that in, I don't even pay you that. Like, how you, what?
Man.
You know, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's have a conversation, because I don't want nobody to take advantage of you, because people will take advantage of you.
Right.
Like, I had a lady reach out to me during dorm season.
Mm-hmm.
Scenario. And she was like, hey, we got 2,000 dorms
Mm-hmm.
in Mississippi. I didn't research the area. She's like, I'm gonna pay you like $13K for 2,000. What did you bid on it? I said, your bid is 6 figures. That's God's money. That's a 10%. That's a tithe. That ain't my money.
Ooh.
Find somebody else to do that. I said, because if I got to pick up and pull my trailer behind this, put it on the Silverado, and I got to get my cleaning team to come in there, or I got to go there and market and get cleaners and test them out and do different things like that, no. That's God's money. That ain't mine, baby. Find somebody else to do it, because I ain't going to do it. If I'm going to pick up my team to lead, and then also making sure I have the license in that state to be able to work.
Right.
In case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so you have people that will take advantage of you, because they're like, oh, everybody's for the hustle. I'm like, this ain't a hustle. This is a business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
so that's what I mean. I'm always about, I'm like, nah, we good. Like,
That's good. See, she motivates her people. See, you gotta you gotta care about the people that
Yes.
are out here, because your clients are gonna see your workers more than they see you.
That's right.
Your workers are really your business, so you gotta care. And that's one of the things that I hated being an employee. You remember we was talking about that 515 we used to make?
Yes.
Okay. We both used to make 515, but I used to think about the managers we had.
Mhm.
They didn't care.
No.
They weren't trying to pour into us. They weren't trying to tell us, girl, get an LLC, I help you. You just said you was gonna help her and take her to the plug and all that. Like, managers they wasn't doing that to us.
Right.
Coming up. So that's a good point that you made there. And that's why the people will want to come to you. Because a lot of people, they ask me, well, how do you find good cleaners? How do you attract them? And I'm like, well, first of all, you have to become the CEO that you need to become first. You got to do your self-care. Everybody, listen, you got to work on yourself first before you become a CEO. Okay, let's point blank period. You got to work on you. You got to be the type of person that somebody would even want to work for. Okay, and I just love her spirit. I love everything about your spirit, because you got that dog in you, that go getter. Okay, so enough of that. We are at the lightning round. In the lightning round, we want to know if you don't mind doing a revenue share with us. Hey, you guys. So sorry. I hate to bother you guys again, but I have to tell you about our community, okay? Tenacity Academy community full of cleaning business owners. Right now, we have over 200 members inside of our community right now, okay? You can tap into our community for free, and you can join our lives on Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, okay? Or you can join our paid program, which is $55 a month, and you can still join our lives. You can join our challenges, and you can actually win cash. You can win leads. We give away money. We give away leads every week, okay? And you're able to win those challenges and those leads, okay? When you're a part of our paid community, you'll also get access to our courses. You also get access to our library, for our replay library, okay? So for some people that may not have time to catch the live Q&A, We put all of the live Q&As inside of a library, and the paid community is able to tap into that library. That library is very, very valuable, okay? So all of that for $55 a month. So if you cannot afford our mentorship program, you can at least get inside the community for $55 a month and still get massive value, okay? And if not, just tap into our free community, and I'll see you guys Saturday night at 8 o'clock, okay? But I think you guys will enjoy it. See you on the other side. Peace.
So for last year or this year?
Whichever one you feel free.
So last year I made my first 6 figures. First 6 figures. That was hard. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize I had made 6 figures until we started pulling the numbers and stuff like that. So that was a big deal for me because I was just like, I'm out here.
Yep. And it comes so fast.
It comes. And then the crazy part is like people put on social media like, oh yeah, I made this. And I'm like, business takes time. I'd rather grow slow than grow so fast that I don't have the right systems or the right people in place or have the money to invest back into my business. There you go. Because a lot of times you can grow so fast, but if you ain't got the systems, if you ain't got the people in place,
if you ain't got the capital,
and the policies, I just bought my first van last year, cash. I was like, all right, I got a van, Dodge Journey, that's my boo. Was able to pay for it. It was like, all right, I'm moving on, to the next level. So being able to grow slow but also steady. Right. And that's the part.
Right.
So last year I made my first 6 figures. I cleared another 6 figures by June. So I just had to figure out like how can I make it faster. So I was like, shoot, I got a goal, I got a money goal. So I always have a monthly goal that I need to meet. Okay. And if I don't see myself there, I'm like, okay, I need to do a special something because I got to get to this money goal.
Yeah.
Because like I told you before, these taxes, like I need to get to this money goal. Payroll taxes, different things like that. Business taxes on top of that. Different insurances. You got to be insured and bonded. And then certain jobs, you got to make sure you have the type of insurance that they're looking for before you go into their properties and different things like that. So that comes with a cost.
Yeah.
Running a whole system, that comes with a cost. Website, that's a cost.
Yep.
Cell phones, that's a cost.
Yep.
Internet, that's a cost. Being able to be in the rooms with people and networking, that's a cost when it comes down to it. So it's like you got to put money in to get money out. But a lot of times people look at the cost, but they don't look at what this cost can
what it can bring you
from that standpoint.
Yeah.
So just coming into that, like, all right, I'm steady. All right, then you have the certain slow months. You have your steady people, but then you have your slow months. So it's like certain things you got to do to be able to make your goal. Right. So I always try to hit that goal. I always try to hit that goal. If I don't hit that goal, that means I ain't working hard.
What's your goal for the end of this year?
End of this year is $250,000.
Oh, she gonna double it. You know what? I believe you can do it because when I made my first 6 figures, I think it was in 2019. Every year I would double it. For some reason it would double. But if you keep up the pace that you're going, like and just keep growing, it's gonna double, triple, quadruple. I'm telling you, and it's gonna work before your eyes, as long as you got the right systems in place. You say you got Jobber, I'm sure you got a CRM.
Yes,
that you're working with. Okay, so and you got the right workers in place and the right systems. Like I said, you're gonna skyrocket, girl. You're going to skyrocket to the top. All right. Now, let everybody know where they can find you at. Name of your company, your website. We want your YouTube channel if you got one. Instagram, Facebook. Where can they find you?
So they can find me on Facebook, which is Miss Annie's Janitorial and Decluttering Services on Facebook. Okay. My Instagram is changing just a little bit, as well as everything will be changing before the end of this year because I am going through a trademark. Okay. So it will be Miss Anntrice Janitorial and Decluttering Services. Okay. Due to the fact that once I hired my attorney to do the trademarking process, and she like, all right, so there's a Ann's Made in Vegas. So you can't trademark that name, and so she was like, "It's going to be a 40% chance that it may not pass." And I'm like, "It may pass." And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna take 40%." Okay. But using wisdom, I had to pray, and I was like, "All right." So I put Miss Anntrice Janitorial and Decluttering Services. So I'm going through a whole rebrand, meaning flyers, mailers.
You got to
rebrand. Do mailers as well. So like you can go through the UPS. the United States Postal
Right.
Service,
Right.
and you can put your geographic where you want to go and just send out mailers and different things like that.
Man.
And you can send that out, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. People call you. They're like, oh, they go to your website. They're trying to, go through your Google page, from a standpoint.
Wow.
So using those mailers have been a game changer for me. But also going to trade shows.
Trade shows. Okay.
So like talking with realtors. Realtors are my heart because my first mentor when I started the cleaning business, she put me on the house and she's like, okay, this is what realtors look for. When they go in this house, they need to make sure this is that. Yeah, you're cleaning. However, I need it to be immaculate. I need the flow to pop. I need everything to be like, I need lines on the floor. I need, and so she taught me that. Miss Lisa Keys, I always give her a plug. So I always give a realtor rate. If you're referred through a realtor that I know that I've networked with, they get a realtor's rate, right?
Right.
And so they're able to kind of go in. So I have realtors that refer different businesses to me as well. They have events. I'm pulling up. I'm like, hey, what y'all got going on?
Get out.
You need a sponsorship? That ain't nothing. Like last year we sponsored a girls basketball team in Columbia.
Wow.
That was game changer.
Good.
I always think about it. I was like, oh, I can do it. I don't know. It was an opportunity. I took it.
And you took it. So what did they do for you? Did they put their your logo on their shirts and?
So I purchased there because it's like a school. It's an urban school, so it's not like a lot of funding that comes there.
Okay.
So a lady that I met in Junior League of Columbia, it's an organization I'm a part of as well.
Okay.
She's like, hey, I'm looking for somebody to give a certain amount or whatever the case may be, right? So I'm like, I ain't gonna give you nothing. What you need? Okay. They need warm-ups. Okay. I bought them Kyrie's.
Oh.
Yeah, they want Kyrie's. Yeah, they get Kyrie's. They get bags. I'm coming to the practices. I'm coming to the games. I'm bringing snacks. Because I want them to know like there are women of color that can do this too.
They can do that too. Yeah.
I partner with my family's nonprofit. We give away food in our fitness community, which is Saluda, South Carolina. Very small town, but they only have one grocery store, so it's considered a food slump because they have food around them, but it's not good food. So partnering with those partners and saying, hey, look, Miss Annie's, I'm not gonna have Bill Gates to come in my community. What?
Yeah.
Like it's good. I ain't mad.
We ain't mad, but
this community where my family started. So I'm coming back and I'm putting Miss Annie's, Ann Lee Bennett, she used to clean your grandma house, take care of your kids. She was the help in a sense, you know what I'm saying? My granddaddy, he did different things or whatever the case may be. And then my great grandfather, he supplied like all the fruits and vegetables and stuff like that to the all black school and stuff. So I have a legacy of givers. So I have no other choice. I have no other choice but to capitalize on what I need to do, but also be a blessing. Because as much as given, much is required. So because I'm required to do what I need to do, I'm not going to disappoint God. I'm not going to do it because he trusts me with this.
Right.
He gave me the idea. He gave me the execution to do it. Because a lot of times we have ideas, but we don't execute.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about it, but it's one thing to be about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, getting into the thing.
No, but it's great. Man, I'm telling you, you're on the way because a lot of people jump into this game and they feel like, oh, I'm not getting no clients. It's really because you just not implementing. You really not out there doing the work. You definitely have the passion. It's in you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you was doing before all of this, like 10 years ago, but I'm sure the seed was planted long time ago in you. Just like me, my seed, I already know my story. My seed was planted before I even thought about a cleaning company. I was a go-getter. Okay, I just had it within me. And you talking trade shows and like people, they be in the house. Like you so stuck online and passing out flyers. Like you better get your butt out here to these events. You got to do more, y'all. People got to do more, And then speaking of events, we got an event coming up, shameless plug, in Vegas in February. Okay, I need y'all to come. Okay. And I really want y'all to come to the event. It's in Vegas. Y'all ever been to Vegas before?
I have.
Y'all have? You ain't never been? Okay, your sister never been to Vegas.
Right.
Y'all need to come to Vegas. Okay, I'm going to be hosting an event, and it's going to be y'all gonna have so much fun. Y'all ever been to a CBN event before?
I've looked at it, like as far as like different posting from you and different things like that.
Because we be flooding like internet up. Okay, we be like, listen, look, y'all need to be here. I'm telling you, so much information, so much inspiration. People on stage just dropping jewels. Like you will run into who you need to run into. You might end up running into your next business partner when you out there. You never know. You know what I mean? But I'm inviting y'all out. I'm gonna hold y'all to it because I'm gonna call you, in January, to just remind you of it.
I got it. Like I said, I just screenshot and I was like, all right, how can I
okay now?
Do some things.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna have fun though. We're gonna really have a good time. All right, so we had an amazing time. It's been about 46 minutes, and we're just gonna wrap it up. I thank you so much for coming on the show and driving 2 hours to just spend with us here in Savannah, Georgia. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties we had in the beginning, but we made it. Lord knows we made it, y'all. And if there was anything that you would like to tell somebody that's just still looking at this video and they're like, I don't know if I want to start, but I'm still stuck, what would you want to tell that person?
Just do it. Just step out on faith and do it. Because there are so many people that's attached to what you do, to your answer to yes. And I think a lot of times when you say no, you're holding back generations of wealth that you could be making. You're holding back generations of people that you can make an impact, not just influence. So when you say yes to say, hey, look, if you got to start off, like for instance, when I first started, I had 2 clients. They were best friends. That's all I had. But I act like I had a whole roster full of people. Everywhere I went, I was talking about my business. Get my toes done. Do you need your salon clean?
There you go.
All right. What can I do for you? What can I do for you, right? But just do it, because time waits on no man. And I think sometimes we think we got time, but we don't have time like we think we do. Right. So you got to step out on faith and you got to do it, because there are generations that's waiting on you.
I love it. She closing us out, y'all. Y'all heard what she said. Y'all get off y'all behinds and take action. Okay? Until the next episode, we are out of here. Peace.